I'm drinking this homebrew from my friend that's infected, but it's a homebrew, so hey, that's awesome. Thank you. My last week, well, you know what, it was dominated by the presidential election.
David? Michelle? Who are you voting for, Michelle?
Voting for Hillary Clinton.
Did you already vote?
But you know I'm like a creep.
Yes. What do you mean, you don't like being grabbed by the pussy?
I love being grabbed.
You all basically know how I feel about that. I'm kind of on both sides, you know? I don't want people to panic. It's gonna be okay, don't be afraid, and it's gonna be interesting. So this week I tested live streaming on Beam. Beam is a lot like Twitch. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's well, it started as like a gaming platform for gamers to live stream their gameplay and give instructions and tutorials and kind of talk with other gamers in chat. And now it's grown into like interactive series of channels. They have all kinds of different categories. There's even a creative one where people just go and do art, and you can watch them stream for like 2 hours doing an art piece. So Beam is a lot like that, but it's more community driven. The chat is more interactive. I'm loving it. So last night was my first time streaming, and it was just random. We played Truth or Dare and had some beers. Basically, my goal is I want to take world beer news and have it be interactive and live, and we can kind of sit down and stream and talk about the world beer news for the week on like a Saturday or a Sunday, and then I can just take the footage from the live stream and the comments and the feedback and what was interesting and what wasn't, and compile all of that into a video that's like short and digestible for the week. If you don't want to be part of the live stream, then you can just watch the weekly video. So that's sort of my goal with that over there. We're going to implement that in the next couple weeks. So check out Beam if you can and kind of get into the mood of it. Streaming is fantastic. It's a great way to connect with people, but it can also be a little addictive. So I'm sorry if I got you into that. Along with that as well, if you don't already have Discord installed on your computer or your mobile, then go ahead and do that right now. I have all the links down in the description. Obviously, I'm tasting Nitch on everything because, I mean, I have a few accounts that I've created to be anonymous, but mostly I just am who I am. Let the troll hang out. I didn't know. Even on the internet. So on Discord, it's kind of like Slack. Facebook has an application like this as well that they've installed. But the Facebook's one is for, you have to pay to have that one. So this, it just has like different chat channels on different servers. I have one, the Four Brewers have a chat channel, which is interesting as well. They did a bit of a audio stream for their podcast recently, which is cool. So you can sit in there and talk, but we also have like bots. I play music, you can go and play music in there. Also, my videos from YouTube, we're going to post directly in there. So if you're part of Discord, then you will be notified easier, and then you can just post comments in there. I'm just a lot more active in Discord. It's a very comfortable place to communicate and be free and nerdy and just do whatever. So I will be over there, and I mean, I'm not a huge tech geek. When I'm not streaming, I do put like a little piece of tape over my camera on here and my computer, but so when I'm telling you to download these things, I'm not like, oh my god, you have to have these app technologies. I get there's a lot of social media stuff out there in the world. I run everything on my computer and my phone through the Onion Router Tor, which makes it so you can anonymously stream the internet. That doesn't mean the dark web. That doesn't mean you're going to be inundated by like weird stuff. It just means that you're not being put into a number system. That's also kind of why I avoid Facebook. Like, I have my life very out, and I'm fine with people just seeing everything about me. But at the same time, Facebook is just too much, man. Too much monitoring, too much categorizing. Some may even say that Facebook is to blame for the turning conservative politics on a global scale. Maybe, maybe not. But it does really monitor everything, and I think the chat boxes are really irritating, and then you're just being inundated with people's life updates, which are great when you want to go and see it, but if I want to see beautiful things, I go to Instagram. That's where people can go and be beautiful. It's where the most beautiful beer porn is. That's where you can see all those like beers and girls' boobs if you want. I personally just post interesting, fun photos that usually relate to what I'm doing at the time. That's what my Instagram's about. But I also just follow a lot of beautiful things. I think it's a great place to just be, just to see the beauty of the fake world, Instagram. I also use my Instagram a little bit more than my Snapchat now, because they have that like live thing you can post, but I'm also on my Snapchat. My Twitter I use as like a talking newspaper. It's where you can put things out and say things, and in return you communicate, but like watching the hashtag election night on election night as things were happening was fantastic. It was so amusing. It's like I was watching the United States of America sink into the ocean and the whole world panicking. It was hysterical. People posting funny things, and I think I was in shock like everyone else. I live streamed the Young Turks, TOAT. That's where I get a lot of my political information. Of course, you know, NPR and BBC. I avoid other large media outlets. Election night. I ended up just giggling. This is going to be so amusing. So amusing. No one knows what's gonna happen. No clue. So I don't have a whole bunch to talk about because I'm kind of boring. I've just been at home creating things, and tonight I'm doing a beer and cheese pairing at La Fine Mousse, which means I probably won't get this up until tomorrow because I want to edit it down so I don't take up a whole bunch of your time with my O's and my ums and my whatever. I don't even know what I was talking about. So maybe I will see you tonight. If not, I will definitely see you on Discord, and then eventually we will talk live streaming on Beam. I'm so looking forward to hanging out with you and just letting all of our beer geekery just flop around the internet. So, thanks for hanging out. Merci. I will see you next week. Au revoir.